What's going on, everyone, and happy spooky month. This is Jesse in the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today I will be doing what, to my surprise, I believe is a debut, and that's Pac-Man music. I could have sworn I've done something from Pac-Man, and I looked up and I couldn't find anything, so... I'm aware of who Pac-Man is, and I know the little do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, that thing. But I am aware that they've had like 3D games and all that stuff, but I basically have missed out on the entirety of Pac-Man. So I'm not sure what the games are even like now, or if they're still going. So this is very interesting to me. But I chose it because of the names. This is Pac-Man World 2, Spooky, Final Boss. Requested by Minty Beef, and this is from the channel PS1 World UHD. It's a lot of talking, but yeah, we're doing some spooky requests. Ooh. Hopefully it's spooky. I don't know. It's called spooky, but if not, it's my debut of Pac-Man. So let's go. I don't know who composed this. Actually, no, it says right here, David Logan Music. So let's dive into some Pac-Man for the first time ever besides the main theme that I know. All right, let's go. Trombones. Love the pacing of the snare and the trombone. Honk, 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 honk. Oh, from right to left. Oh, left to right. Or both? Both. I don't know if that's a violin, but it's something strung up. And a bow. Man, so intense. Sounds so theatrical. Like it's live, like a live performance. Damn, dude. I would have never guessed this is Pac-Man. That's sick. I love all the melodies. Oh, that was cool. It goes from descending to ascending. Woo, 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 woo. And then this is cool too, that little leap. It almost sounds like a Monster Hunter boss. A Monster Hunter boss mixed with noir. It's so full of sound. There's stuff to discover all the time. The energy has not let up once. Just constant. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. I think that's the first time I hear organ? I don't know if that was the first time that happened, but that was like the first time I felt the song wasn't so chaotic. Chromatic. I'm not sure if this is looped at all yet. Wow. Ooh, the horns in the background. Oh my god. Wow. Oh man. Okay. That was already like super super dope, but the ending just like mwah. That 2 seconds of music is all I've known, and I'm glad they threw it in there. That's really cool. And now I'm curious if they have to do that, like, or not have to do that. I wonder if they do that in other songs, or most of them, or if this is just like a final boss type of thing, where they just kind of, you know, put the cherry on top. That was so cool. Man. Okay, so let's talk about what I know of Pac-Man, which is quite minimal. But, I mean, obviously everyone knows about the character and Mrs. Pac-Man and all that. I never owned one of these, but I do remember way back when I was a wee lad. I remember my dad had, like, I think it was an Atari or something. I don't know if it was borrowed, if it was ours, I don't know. It was like super young. And there was like a Pac-Man game that he played. And that was kind of like all I remember. And then obviously growing up, I saw it like in the arcades with the iconic like blue stages. You know, I'm aware of Pac-Man. And then, you know, I follow a lot of channels like Carl Jobs, so I know about certain people. But as far as I know, what the game is, which is very outdated, is just the, you know, the maps with the pellets and the ghosts and the fruit that you collect. As far as I remember, there was never music in those. It was just the intro music, which was that at the end. And then after that, just like, and I don't remember any music after that. Maybe in the later games. But I do remember when I grew up, I saw like Pac-Man titles that were more like adventure games or something. So I'm going to assume that this is what this is and what it has become. I'm not sure if they still make the old style Pac-Man games, if that makes any sense. That's pretty much my knowledge of Pac-Man. Now, with that said, that was way more impressive than I could have imagined. That was kind of on the along Kirby levels of production and energy, at least from what I know now. And I haven't even heard that many Kirby songs, but like I feel like they're in that same realm of composition style and just adventure. Everything's just like thrown at you at different places. I'm pretty sure it's only the first time I heard it, but I'm pretty sure that didn't loop. It had like repeating segments, but I'm not sure if it looped. I think it was a consistent, you know, linear track, and which is probably the length of the boss fight or something like that, you know what I mean? And the whole thing gave me And when I say the word that I'm about to say, I don't mean it like how most people use it. I mean it quite literally. It felt like a roller coaster. And when I think of that, this song sounded like it could be like at a theme park. You know, imagine walking through like, I don't know, Disneyland or something, and it's like Halloween themed, then you hear that just playing in the background, or on a roller coaster ride, like speakers in the sea. Like that's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like you're going through these tunnels, and there's little characters all over the place. It had that feeling of like amusement park ride or something like that. Quite a bit, and it was chaotic as hell, but really, really good. You know, I don't think it was a live recording, but it had the feel of a live recording with the orchestral arrangement. You know, a lot of horns, a lot of big drums. There's like 3 or 4 different percussionists, and you know the whole pacing of the. And another reason it felt like a ride is because of that. Like I think violin, that dun 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 dun, that sort of, you know, it sounds like a roller coaster going up. So in a way, I mean, it's so weird how I'm gonna say this, but it's just the way I feel. I'm very surprised that's what Pac-Man music sounds like, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. And what I mean by that is the history of this series and how long it's been going and how iconic it is. That's where I'm kind of not like surprised. Like, oh, it makes sense that, you know, there's like a big production value to this series or something. So it's kind of weird. I'm like conflicted on. I totally expected that, but at the same time, I totally did not, if that makes any sense. It was just very interesting how this little circle that moved around in 4 directions has evolved into. I mean, I guess I can go for like Sonic as well. Sonic was just this horizontal thing, and it became, you know, look at Frontiers, which is just like all over the place type of thing. I know things advance with technology, but it's just, I don't know. I just wasn't expecting that. That was really, really impressive, to be totally honest. And I have a handful. This is why I thought I'd done Pac-Man before, is because I have a handful of requests for Pac-Man, different ones. But I have a pretty decent backlog of Pac-Man requests, and I'm super excited for that. And this is Pac-Man World 2. Is there any other info? All I'm seeing is, okay, so it was from 2002. Okay. And it's PlayStation, so I'm guessing it's the PS2. David Logan music. Damn, dude, whoever David Logan is. That was wild. This is only 1,000 views. Oof, man. Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's just a song name. It's just called Spooky Final Boss. But yeah, that totally took me by surprise. But at the same time, it didn't. How funny that works. I'm actually glad that it was indeed sort of Halloween, you know, sounding, because I picked these songs today based on strictly their name, and you know that definitely had that feel. You know, like I said, it reminded me of how I'm walking through like the Nightmare Before Christmas or something like that with the horns and everything. That was, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but that was just really impressive. And now that I know that it has that capability, it's giving me the same feeling I got when I first heard Kirby, of like, oh, this is what it sounds like, let me hear the rest. And then when I've heard more, it just keeps like topping the last one and the last one. So this is a strong start and a high bar to set, but I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that the comments are gonna be like, well, you've heard nothing from Pac-Man, and wait till you get to blah blah blah, because it happens every single time, which is good though. But yeah, I still have many to go, but I also have many requests in general, so the journey never stops. Thank you to Minty Beef for that, and thanks to everyone that you see here. I could not be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Happy Halloween, and I will see you later. Peace.